Hi, good afternoon. My name is Wayne Marshall. I'm the principal of St Andrews College in Cambridge. The reason for this video is to run through the college's UCAS process. So UCAS is the online mechanism used by universities for you to apply. So the key facts as far as UCAS is concerned is that you have 5 choices to make and you have 5 courses to choose. You can choose the same university and have a multiple of different courses at the same university, but you're only allowed 5 different choices of course. Once you have made those choices, they are then confirmed on the UCAS website and they go off to your chosen university so that they can respond to your application and let you know whether they're willing to offer you a conditional or unconditional place. So what I'm going to do now is just go through back through the process in a little bit more detail. So when you join us for your second year of A-level or your first year of year of foundation, then we would go through the UCAS process with you. So you will be given a tutor. He or she will work with you during the autumn term, so from September through to January the 15th. January the 15th is the cut-off date for all UCAS applications for UK-based students wanting to go to university in September, October of that next year. So the way that the process works, you would log on to UCAS, you would register with UCAS, you would then be given a username and password. That can then be used on any machine in any place in the world. Once you've got your username and password, that's you logged on, raring to go. So you would first of all put in your personal details. On conclusion of that, you move on to the sectors of employment. You would then look at your choices. As far as your choices are concerned, like I said before, you are able to choose 5, and these are 5 different course choices, not necessarily university choices, especially if you have to or you want to choose 2 courses or even 3 courses at the same university. So once you've made your 5 choices, again that's that section completed, you then move on to your personal statement. Personal statements are probably the key aspect of this particular application process. They are your shop window to sell you and your attributes to your chosen list of universities. You have to stand out from the crowd. You have to put something in the personal statement that tells the interviewers or the people that are looking at your application, the international officers, that you are something that is different. You are a student which they should have and need to have at their university. You have a passion for your subject that comes from maybe many years of understanding the subject, or you have been given the understanding that it's a good mechanism to move forwards for a career based on people that you know, based on relatives, based on family. A lot of our students choose business courses for university because their fathers, their mothers are in business in their own countries, and therefore they want to move and progress through into their own business with their families, or through to a different business and based on their line of interest as far as the UCAS process is concerned. So I can't stress enough how important a personal statement is. We are here to guide you, to help you, to assist you. We'll bring universities in to talk to you about that personal statement process. You have a long time to do it, but what you don't need to do is to do it at the last minute. So you've got months to do it from September all the way through to the 15th of January. So you've got lots of time, but don't do it in the last week or so because it is so important. It can make the difference between you being able to go to your chosen university or not going to your chosen university. The international officers that are reviewing your applications will take the personal statement, your previous qualifications, your teacher's reference or your tutor's reference, and also your potential grades as the 4 key elements as far as giving you a conditional or unconditional offer for your chosen university. So once you've completed your personal statement, you have your 5 choices in place. You then pay UCAS this year £26 for the application. Once that's all done, you check through your application, make sure everything is correct and everything is what you want it to be, especially looking and checking your university courses, your universities, and more importantly, again, your personal statement is what you want it to be. It needs to sell you, it needs to be you on a piece of paper so that they can see how how much you desire a place at their university. So when we've completed all of that, you would then submit your application online. It then goes to your referee, and that will be your tutor. He or she will take a response from your teachers as to your predicted or potential grades. That will then all go onto your UCAS application form, as will your potential IELTS qualification at the end of the course. Once the reference has been done, potential grades have been entered, the button is submitted and your application form goes to UCAS. So once UCAS have received your application form, they would then send off your application form to your chosen 5 universities, or 5 courses at however many universities that adds up to. They will then review your application form. They will then may ask some questions via email to help them to make that determination as to whether they offer you a place, or sometimes you just get a response from the university without any further communication. So once we've got to that stage, then universities will then make an offer. So it will usually be a conditional offer, and the conditions for A levels, for example, will be 3 A's, 3 A stars, 2 A's and a B. And for foundation, it would be distinction, distinction with honours, or a merit qualification in your foundation. Once that you've got all of your responses back, and hopefully you get 5 positive responses, but there will be the chance where you may be unsuccessful in one of your university choices. So if you are unsuccessful, you then have to pick from the others that have given you a positive conditional offer. So once you have all of your offers in place, you then pick a firm choice, which is your first choice, and you pick an insurance choice. You then have to decline the offers from the other, however many offers you've got, so you can only move forward with your firm and insurance choices. You will then start to get understandings from those universities, especially your firm choice university, as far as the accommodation and the accommodation that is available to you. You can then pick and choose accommodation based on price and based on location as far as that firm choice university is concerned. So the next key date is results date in August as far as your A-level is concerned, and we also have a results date in June for your foundation courses. Then we know what you have achieved. The results go directly from UCAS, from the exam boards to UCAS, and they will then let you know on your UCAS track whether you have been successful in applying for that university. From a foundation perspective, we as a college send your results to your chosen 2 universities, and again, they make the decision on whether they wish to offer you a place or not. So if your chosen universities offer you a place, then your conditional offer will revert to an unconditional offer, which means that you can then receive the cash from the university, go through your visa process, and then join that university in September or October of that year to start your 3-4 year degree course. So that is the process of UCAS. It is very important for final year students to make sure it's done appropriately and to make sure it's done with thought and understanding and dedication to the process to achieve what you want to achieve as far as your choices of university is concerned. If for whatever reason you don't get any of your universities that come back to you positively and you have no offers, it still doesn't mean you can't go to university. You go into a different process. You go into something called extras, and that will enable you to choose 1 university at a time, and that university will say yes or no based on your given UCAS application. So there's always a way to get into university through the UCAS process, either through the main process or through extras, and when your results come out, you will know then exactly which university is able to take you. One of the key aspects of university acceptance, however, is IELTS qualifications. If you get the academic qualifications but you don't get the IELTS qualification, you will not be going to university. So I can't stress how important IELTS and IELTS qualifications are for university acceptance. For example, you could get 3 A's and the requirement is 2 A's and a B, so you've got in academically. But you could have the scenario where you're required to get 6.5 in IELTS with nothing less than 6. And you've got 6.5 in IELTS and one of the 4 categories is at 5.5. You would not get in on your chosen university. You may have to take a pre-sessional course, which are quite costly and something that it is better to avoid if you can. So the key issues here, and to summarise, you go through a UCAS process which takes you from September through to the 15th of January. If you are going to apply for medicine or Oxford or for Cambridge or veterinary courses, dentistry courses, then what you need to do is to apply, or your application needs to be concluded by the 15th of October. You then go through the Oxford or Cambridge process, which will take you through to Christmas with results in the January of the following year. So those are the key elements of the UCAS process. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. So thanks very much for your time, for your attention, and have a great day. Thank you very much.